What's good, y'all? Ryan Garcia has said today, well, it's been reported that Ryan Garcia, he fired his trainer, Joe Goosen. And, I'm not really surprised. Big name fighters, when they lose a fight, most likely their trainer is gone. You know what I mean? Unlike, you know, people like Canelo who actually grew up with Reynoso, been with him since he was like 14, 15. So probably no matter how many fights he'll lose, he probably would never fire Reynoso. Rightfully so, but Ryan Garcia, he's moving on from Joe Goosen. He got with Joe Goosen uh, for the Tago fight. He fought Tago, Fortuna, and now this uh, Tank loss, and he fired him. But you know, it is what it is. Ryan Garcia, he's finna fight at 140 nowadays for the going forward for a while. And I don't think Ryan Garcia is like a long reigning champion type of fighter, but I think he could get a belt or two. He could pick off a belt, especially if Rolly beats Barroso, I think his name is, for this WBC. That's the real belt that they fighting for. And Ryan, I'm pretty sure he probably could get that Rolly fight. That'll be an entertaining fight to have people tuning in. You know what I mean? And it's a credible fight for a belt too. His first title. I could see Ryan jumping on that fight. And there's a lot of people kind of wishing Tiafimo beats Josh Taylor. You know what I mean? Because I heard Tank's camp have Tiafimo's name in their mouth. Ryan said something about Tiafimo, Devin Haney. He might move up and get Tiafimo mandated if he wins. And Tiafimo, he's a up and down. Like you don't know what you're gonna get from Tiafimo in that ring. You know what I mean? You might get the Lomachenko Tio, or you might get the Cambosis Tio. So that could be a winnable fight for Ryan Garcia, even if Tiafimo Lopez looks really good against Josh Taylor. And Ryan Garcia being the name that he is, he could fight. There's a lot of people that he could fight. Like imagine, see, because he wants to build back up to the Tank fight. He lost the fight. He's not even talking about any other really big names right now. He talking about hopefully a rematch at 140, 147. But Tank ain't gonna want to fight like that at 140 unless he probably would. He's been in there with Ryan. He know that he can easily outbox Ryan. So maybe Tank would give him a rematch at 140, one day without the rehydration because technically he just can't fuck with Tank. Tank is just too fundamentally sound. All Tank had to do against him was use his footwork in a straight left hand, and he beat him with that. So, and then they can rebuild the fight by saying no rehydration clause this time. They could use that as an excuse for the first fight. But I think Ryan Ryan should chill right now. He don't seem like he liked tune-ups because he could have had a tune-up before he fought Tank, and he didn't. He didn't take the tune-up, so he should just sit back, wait to see if Rolly wins this fight, and then try to pick off Rolly. And Rolly just isn't just easy money for Ryan. He could get clipped by Ryan. Ryan doesn't have great defense, but I think you know Ryan is a little more technical than Rolly. He's more athletic, more speed. Like he could exchange with Rolly, beat Rolly to the punch. He could knock Rolly out, in my opinion. But if he was to win that fight, Of course, he wouldn't be ready for Tank after that. But if he was to give Broner a shot, you know what I mean? If he was to give Broner a shot, that fight probably could even be pay per view. Him and Rolly probably, who knows? These promoters might try to put that on pay per view. Ryan can still build his name. He can still build his name. He still got a chance. And after the Broner fight, he could fight Tevin Farmer. These are fights that he could win, and the B side can help him build the fights and have people believing in him again. Because Broner and Rolly, they gonna talk good shit and have people into the fights. And Ryan is the favorite in those fights. You know what I mean? So that's just a path for Ryan. It's not over with for him, but he just fired Joe Goosen. Maybe he could go to like Benavidez camp with like with them. Like there's a lot of good coaching options for him. Derek James, but he don't have the dedication of Earl and Frank Martin in them, so that probably wouldn't be a good fit. But you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, though, Ryan has somewhat of a path to become a champion at 140.